Okay, students, so we have already learnt about the Indus Valley seals and other important artifacts that were discovered from different sites of the Indus Valley civilization. Now we will study about the religious practices of the Harappan people. Now, students, due to lack of evidences, we do not know much about the religious practices of the Harappan people, but there are very few evidences which tell a few things about their religious practices. We will see what are these. So, students, in some of the seals of Harappan civilization, there some kind of plant motifs or images of plants can be seen in the seals, which indicate or which shows that the people of Indus Valley civilization were nature worshipper, that they worship different things related to the nature, which can be leaves, which can be trees, which can be water, different kind of things, different aspects of nature they used to worship. They were nature worshippers. Now, apart from this, a particular figure of a woman wearing a lot of jewelries, heavily jeweled, that is, wearing a lot of jewelries, could be found from different sites of the Indus Valley civilization, which were considered by the archaeologists to be the mother goddess of the Indus Valley civilization. And the people of Indus Valley civilization considered the mother goddess to be the goddess of fertility, that they worship this goddess for better harvest. So, students, you know that agriculture cannot be done, or good harvest or production of crops is not possible until there is a lot of availability of lot of fertile soils. So they used to worship this god, they symbolize this god with fertility. So that is why they worship this god, so they could get enough fertile soil, and there they could do great crop production and good harvest. For better harvest, good harvest, they worship this god. Now, student, apart from the mother goddess, there is another figure which is also found in a particular seal, which is a cross-legged figure, and which is sometimes surrounded by animals, have also been found in the Indus Valley site. So archaeologists generally regard this figure as a representative of Shiva, a Hindu god. That is, the figure in this particular seals, that is a cross-leg figure, had a lot of similarity with the god, the Hindu god Shiva or Pashupati. Okay, that is why they considered that this particular cross-legged figure to be a representative of Lord Shiva. So let's see the picture, students. So in this seal you can see, students, there is plant motifs, small leaves you can see. So this kind of plant motifs have also been found in different seals, which showed that the Harappan people were nature worshipper. Now this is the figurine of the mother goddess. As you can see that this figure is wearing a lot of jewelries. So this is the figure of the mother goddess, whom they consider to be the goddess of fertility, and they worship this goddess for better or good crop production or good harvest. Now, students, this is the Pashupati seal. The name is itself the Pashupati seal because Pashupati is another name of Lord Shiva. Though the seal is broken, you can see that the cross-legged figure, is sitting here, and a lot of animals is surrounding this figure, as you can see on this side also. So student, this is called the name is given the Pashupati seal because Pashupati, I am repeating, that is another name of Lord Shiva, the Hindu god, and it has a lot of similarity. The archaeologists have found a lot of similarity with Lord Shiva. That is why it is considered to be somehow a representative of Lord Shiva. Okay, now students, we will talk about the end of the civilization. So students, over the time period, this prosperous civilization which developed on the banks of river Indus and its tributary gradually declined, or after some years it completely wiped out. There is no traces of the civilization, and it was much later that it was dug out from the ground by the archaeologists. So what could be the reason that such a prosperous civilization declined? So historians or scholars have given a lot of theories about causes for the decline. So let's see what can be this. So the first thing is the climatic changes. Some believes that climatic changes brought an end to this civilization. What kind of climatic changes? Maybe flood, that is over flooding of the rivers, as it is located on the banks of river Indus and its tributaries. Maybe flooding has completely destroyed the entire civilization. Or another could be the due to excessive heat, the rivers, which was the lifeline of this civilization, could have dried up, and there would be scarcity of water. That is why people from this particular area gradually started moving to another area where they could have more facility of water, more availability of water. So gradually this particular area of Indus Valley civilization were abandoned, and gradually it completely was destroyed. Now student, another causes point out by the historians could be disease, some kind of disease which has killed a lot of people in these towns of the Indus Valley civilization, some kind of epidemic which has affected the health of the people, and over the time period it completely wiped out the population. And another cause which has also been formulated by the historians, that is the attack from the foreign invaders. That is some kind of outside forces or outside communities or tribes have came here. They have attacked the people of the Indus Valley civilization. They have killed the people, and which led to the ultimate decline of the civilization. So these are the different theories which talked about the end of the Indus Valley civilization. So students, whatever may be the reason, you have already known that it is a very advanced civilization in every aspects. From their it was so organized, it was so well built, and everything was so beautifully made in this civilization. So we can truly say that though it may be an ancient civilization, though maybe it was one of the earliest civilizations of the world, but we can surely say that this is a civilization which is much advanced or ahead of its time.